The Ganges, the most sacred river of India, is not merely a natural entity, but an immortal spiritual symbol deeply rooted in the consciousness of its people. For thousands of years, the story of the Ganges' birth has been retold through epics, especially in the Ramayana and Mahabharata, blending history, faith, customs, and mystical mythology. This fusion created a grand epic tableau where the heavens and the earthly realm intertwine as one. Geographically, the Ganges originates in the majestic Himalayas, where melting snow turns into streams that converge into a river stretching nearly 2.500 kilometers across India and Bangladesh. Its delta is one of the most densely populated regions in the world, home to the flourishing Indus Valley civilization thousands of years ago. Along its banks, ancient cities like Varanasi, Haridwar, and Allahabad have stood as witnesses of history, where the Buddha preached, and where India's sages left their footprints. In the celestial realm, Ganga resided, flowing around the divine court of the gods, the immortal waters contained within their sacred chalice, Amrita. Indians believe that from Ganga, other rivers were born, like branches stemming from a sacred root. The descent of Ganga to earth is tied to one of the most tragic and heroic tales in the Ramayana, the story of King Sagara. Sagara, the mighty ruler of the Ikshvaku dynasty, after long prayers, was blessed with 60,000 sons. During an Ashwamedha horse sacrifice, a ritual asserting supreme imperial power, the sacrificial horse was stolen by Indra and hidden underground, near the hermitage of sage Kapila. The 60,000 princes, in their fury, dug into the earth to recover the horse, disturbing the sage in his meditation. Enraged, Kapila released a fiery gaze that incinerated them all, their souls wandering, unable to attain liberation. Grief-stricken, Sagara knew that only the waters of Ganga from the heavens could cleanse their sins and free their souls. Yet in his lifetime, he could not bring Ganga down. The vow became a sacred mission passed on to his descendants. Generations later, Sagara's descendant, Prince Bhagiratha, resolved to fulfill this ancestral promise. Renouncing his throne and worldly pleasures, he retreated into the forests for austere penance. For thousands of years, Bhagiratha fasted and prayed unceasingly, imploring the goddess Ganga to descend and liberate the 60,000 souls reduced to ashes. His unwavering devotion moved the heavens. At last, Ganga agreed, but warned, "If I descend in my full force, the world will be destroyed. Who can withstand my might?" Realizing this truth, Bhagiratha turned his prayers toward Shiva, the god of destruction, the tangled-haired lord who holds the balance of the cosmos. Shiva, moved by Bhagiratha's devotion, consented. When Ganga hurled down from heaven with the power of 1,000 floods, Shiva caught her in his matted locks, Jata, restraining the torrential force. He then gently released her in streams, letting her flow across the earth, giving birth to countless rivers, with the sacred Ganga among them. The image of Shiva receiving the Ganges in his hair remains one of Hinduism's most iconic symbols. Carved into countless temples, murals, and stone sculptures across the subcontinent. When Ganga finally descended, Bhagiratha guided her across deserts, forests, and vast lands to reach the ashes of the 60,000 princes. As her sacred waters touched them, the ashes were purified, and their souls ascended to heaven. Celestial music resounded, divine light enveloped the land. Witnessing this, people believed that from then on, anyone who bathed in the Ganges or consigned ashes to its waters would be cleansed of sin and attain moksha, liberation from the cycle of rebirth. From this legend arose the enduring custom of immersing ashes in the Ganges after cremation, one of India's most profound spiritual practices. The Ganges is not only tied to the Ramayana but also appears in the Mahabharata. There, Ganga incarnates as the wife of King Shantanu and the mother of Bhishma, one of the epic's central figures. To Indians, Ganga is at once mother, goddess, and the divine path guiding souls to eternity. Major rituals and festivals, such as the Kumbh Mela, the river bathing festival attracting tens of millions, stem from the belief that her waters can wash away all sins. Beyond spirituality, the Ganges sustains millions with fertile soil and abundant water. For thousands of years, ancient cities like Varanasi, Haridwar, and Allahabad, Prayagraj, have flourished along her banks, becoming great centers of religion and culture. The stories of the Ganges' origin are not merely myths recited in temples. They are epic in essence, depicting the harmony of humans, gods, and nature. Every detail of this legend is expressed through rituals, dances, epics, architecture, and daily life in India. Through all upheavals, from Vedic times to the modern era, the Ganges still flows, carrying the spirit of billions. Along her banks, people bathe, light floating lamps, chant, and worship. The sound of temple bells and sacred hymns merge with the waves, extending an eternal epic that never ends. Small wooden boats glide across the river, carrying pilgrims who believe that just a single drop of Ganga's water is enough to cleanse a lifetime of sins. And when the sun rises over Varanasi, its golden rays touch the waters, echoing an ancient vow. The Ganges is not merely a river, but the communion between humans and the divine, between the epic past and the present. The mythical origin of the Ganges in Indian epics is not simply a fictional tale, but a reflection of the deep spirituality, culture, and faith of a nation. From the tragedy of King Sagara's dynasty, to Bhagiratha's devotion, to Shiva's divine locks, all weave together into an immortal epic, where the river becomes the bridge between the mortal world and eternity. The Ganges flows on, and with each wave, it recounts the timeless epic where myth and reality merge, nourishing not only the land, but also the soul of India.